Pregnancy. Your hair gets full, your skin starts to glow, but your vagina... What's up, ladies? I'm Madge the Vag, and today we're getting to the bottom of what happens to your vagina during pregnancy. Have you ever heard of lightning crotch?
Lightning crotch? Sounds painful.
That sounds like a vagina superhero, I'm gonna say.
That was what I did last year for Halloween. Well, hello, we are here with Dr. Lily Hanna. So I heard that your vagina turns blue, like a Smurf. Is that true?
Not quite.
Oh, so we don't have to call it Vaggie Smurf?
What happens is that there's more blood flow to the vagina. Women become pregnant, they increase their blood volume. All the blood vessels there become fuller with blood, and sometimes that looks different when they're having a pelvic exam.
What the heck is lightning crotch? Is that like the Harry Potter lightning scar on your vag, on your she who will not be named?
Not quite, although it does have to do with nerve stimulation in the vagina and the genitalia. Lightning crotch doesn't have a very clear definition, but the idea is that there is a head there of the baby or any other part that creates pressure on the nerves to the cervix and the vagina. And sometimes it feels like a zinger.
Just the pressure, and sometimes it'll hit the wrong nerve, and you're like, whoa!
That's right.
Zinger. Now, I did notice that it does get kind of itchier down there. You can't even reach, your belly's in the way, you can't get down there. Why would it get more itchy, just to mess with you?
Well, there's overall an increase in discharge when you're pregnant. And you also have a weaker immune system, so it can be a setup for overgrowth of yeast or bacteria during pregnancy.
Did you know when you get pregnant that your hair gets thicker everywhere?
I had no idea about that.
Didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Wasn't looking.
No.
Oh, well, now you know. Excited? Now, I remember my hair on my head got real nice and thick and luxurious. Does that also happen to your pubes?
Yes.
Your pube hair does get thicker, doesn't it?
All the hair gets thicker.
Everywhere.
It is a byproduct of all that hormonal stimulation. So the hair on your head, no different from the hair on your arms, the hair in the pubic region.
Just covered in hair.
That's it.
That's amazing.
Even the hair growth along the middle of the
That's
abdomen.
right. You get the trail, the happy trail.
That's right.
But that doesn't then go away after the baby is born?
It does.
It does, okay.
And there are other things to do about that.
Shave it, wax it. True or false? Does it hurt more or less to wax down there when you're pregnant?
Way more, I wanna say.
I'm gonna put myself in a woman's shoe, and I would say definitely a lot. Isn't that painful?
Can you get waxed when you're pregnant?
You can.
More.
Yes. Sensitive.
Oh my God.
Now, I noticed, or I've heard anyway, that the vagina gets more sensitive when you're pregnant. Maybe from all that blood you keep talking about.
That's right.
And it hurts too much to get waxed down there. Is that true?
That is very true.
Sweet mother of
Great blood flow to the skin, increased sensitivity.
You could shave.
You could shave, but shaving also has its risks.
Like what?
Cutting the skin, increased infection.
Well, so then maybe just let it grow.
Exactly.
Let it grow, let it grow.
It was there for a reason.
That's so true.
It is.
You know how I like it.
Actually, I don't.
What are your thoughts on queefing?
That's hot.
I have a friend who can do it on purpose, and I think that's awesome.
It's embarrassing.
Queef, queef. They say it happens more when you're pregnant. You're just queefing away. I don't know, the baby's blowing bubbles and they're popping out of your vag. What about the queefs? Will a pregnant lady get the queefs?
The vaginal air.
Yeah, the vaggie air.
Yes, it can still happen. In fact, because that is air trapped in the folds of the vagina, the folds actually become more significant and pronounced during pregnancy.
You're all swollen.
Correct. So the hills and valleys become deeper and higher. And as a result, the queef, as you call it, the vaginal air, does still occur.
Now, are you just queefing down the street when this happens?
It's possible.
Queef, 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 queef.
I hope it's not that bad.
Well, ladies, your vagina will go through changes, but look on the bright side. You won't have to groom your engorged girl.
I'm Madge the Vag. And if you have any questions or comments, put them in my box. My inbox, that is.